deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. Scientists say that this is the building blocks of all life. Absolute, not true, just a lie. The double helix model was created, not discovered, created in 1953 by two scientists that were given the Nobel Prize. The foundation was laid in 1869 by a scientist that pretty much, was the catalyst of the work to continue on. But it's just all an agenda again. You have to understand how it actually goes. Reptilians have DNA. Human beings have chromosomes. So what the reptilian agenda has always been for centuries with regards to human beings is that they're trying to bridge that gap where they can merge the DNA of the reptile with the chromosomes of the humans and create a hybrid prototype being. Because reptilians are eternally trapped in the third dimension. They cannot cross over. They cannot ascend. So their agenda is to cross over into the fourth dimension, and that's when all hell will break loose. That's exactly what's going on. There have been many accounts of people, abductees, giving fully detailed accounts of what was done with them. Females, that they were abducted by extraterrestrials, reptilians, brought on board their aircraft, and raped. And as the act of intercourse is going on, the women are actually seeing the holographic repatterning costume of the reptilian starting to flicker and fade, almost like having glitches where you can actually see through that holographic costume and you can see the reptilian hiding inside. That's why you see all of these people these days have black eyes, just all black, just lifeless black eyes, like a doll's eyes. They're not living because these are holographic repatterning costumes that they're wearing to assimilate with human beings in order to not to disturb you, to fit in and just, like they say, hide in plain sight. But anyway, I know this video sounds way off topic and it sounds like it's a bunch of nonsense, like some sort of made up Hollywood low budget B movie from the 50s, some science fiction movie that never got anywhere. It's just true. It's absolute truth. I cannot stress enough to you, you don't know what this place is because they have told you what it is. And that isn't the truth. They tell you that all there is your internet and your bank account and online shopping and all that garbage that doesn't mean anything. That's not life. That's not the universe. That's not what you are made of. That's what they want you to believe. That's the lie that you buy into and that becomes your reality. The truth is there's so much stuff going on here. That's why they have all their demonic covens in the woods, because these extraterrestrial craft land there. They also land under the water. They have underwater bases all over the world. All of this type of activity. That's why they have all their child sex trafficking activity underground. And hiding away from the eyes of society. It's neatly tucked away. You ever wonder why the police department doesn't even do anything about it? There's no investigations. They're all in on it. It's a mass agenda going on. So I just wanted to let you know that human beings do not have DNA. You do not have DNA. You have chromosomes. Chromosomes are divine transceivers. This is what allows you to send and receive signals from and to the divine. This is your connection to source in the physical. Your soul is your direct connection, but in the body, it's not the mind. It's chromosomes. And human beings do not possess DNA. This double helix model was created in 1953 and the foundation was laid in 1869. So it's just more of the same nonsense. Like, look at psychiatry and psychology. Those were created in the 1800s to describe the human condition. Human beings have been around for millions of years, and you have a system that's, 150 years old, and this is the end-all, be-all explanation, the one-size-fits-all to why you feel the way you do and all of this other stuff. So just recognize there's so many things going on around you that you're oblivious to, you're completely unaware of, and that's the way they want to keep it. Because don't forget, they told you what this place is. The internet, your cell phone, online shopping, go get money, and fill your life with all of these creature comforts, material trappings, and these physical possessions that you garner and that you love and you revere so highly, above and beyond all else, even source. The farther away from source, the more degraded the connectivity and receptivity until there's 100% latency. And that's exactly what you have here. That's exactly what's going on. You do not have DNA. The reptilians have DNA. Cold-blooded. You ever wonder why it is that we have global warming? Global warming, the polar caps are melting, the temperature of the earth is steadily increasing. Where I live, winter was winter. There was no flies and mosquitoes. They were unheard of to be seen in the winter. Birds migrated south. Birds haven't been migrating for 25 years because they know something that you don't. And now where I live, I see flies and mosquitoes, and I just saw a butterfly a few days ago. When you wouldn't see that until, May or June. I'm seeing it in February, March, because the world is warming. Global warming is real because the reptilians want to have a planet that they can dominate and then they can traverse anywhere. That's why the polar caps are melting. That's why you're going to see mosquitoes where there shouldn't be, that are not seasonal. They're out of season. So anyway, I know this video sounds hokey pokey and out of kilter, but it is the truth, straight out. And no, I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke, and I'm not certifiable. I'm just telling you the straight truth, that this is the stuff that you don't even know what's going on. Cloning. That's why they have in the Star Wars Clone Wars. They throw it right in your face and you think it's education or entertainment or informative, but it's actually predictive programming. They're telling you what they're doing to you. There was a Batman movie from 2002. They were talking about a virus and microwave towers. And I hope you're catching on to this stuff. And, the shot and all of that stuff, that's predictive programming. How predictive programming works is that they're telling you what they're doing before they do it. This way you could become acclimated to that becoming your reality. And by the time it actually reaches fruition, you're not running from it, because now you're acclimated, you're accustomed to it, you're familiar, you're normal, it's part of life. So that's how they get you to walk into the slaughterhouse. That is predictive programming. These are brazen individuals that operate with complete impunity above the laws of man, but not above the laws of God. I've said it before. But anyway, I'm going to cut this video short, just saying that human beings do not have DNA. I don't care what science tells you and what the medical industry tells you. They're lying. They're all in on the same thing. The Rockefellers own the whole medical industry. They own it straight out, so they're calling the shots. They are one of the 14 families that run this whole thing. But this is definitely going to be my last video on this, because this stuff just makes me sick and it gives me a headache. But I just wanted to let you know that human beings do not have DNA. You have chromosomes, and your chromosomes are what allow you in the physical to connect with divine transmissions. They don't have that. Reptilians do not have chromosomes. That's why they will never become a part of that type of energy. And they are eternally trapped in the third dimension. They cannot break that barrier. That's why I tell you, the reason that you're here on Earth is to test your skills as a maven and a manipulator of energy. This is a game. This is an energy game, to see whether or not you're going to anchor your faith in source or buy into this illusion. And then the illusion winds up conquering you instead of the other way around. When you successfully break the third dimensional barrier into the fourth dimension, you're not coming back to this place anymore. You don't have to incarnate again and again. Deja vu is past life experience. This is the soul reminding the mind that, hey, guess what? We've been here before many times, not just as a human being, as the wind, a cat, a tree, a spider, whatever. Because the soul is malleable. It can assume any form. It can be shaped and contoured to assume any form, because it is omniscient, omnipotent, ubiquitous, and omnipresent. You have to assume every form on earth, and the human being is the last form you assume before you transcend this astral plane of thriving, not existence. Because they always say, man contemplates his existence. Thriving is far more than living. Existence is less than survival. This is not an astral plane of existence. This is a sphere of innocence. This is a beautiful assessment platform, referred to by the celestials as Revelation Earth, the revelation of the nature of your soul. They get you to show the eyes of God exactly who and what you are, because no one's judging you but yourself. When you pass from this earth, you will be shown a life review, and you will be the only one judging yourself. God has never sent a single soul to hell. They always send themselves. Remember that. And hell is a very real place. It does not fester in the bowels of the earth. It is a very real place. If God had forgiveness for every sin, hell would not exist. But to end this video, you don't have DNA, you have chromosomes. And that is what allows you in the physical to stay connected to the divine. Anyway, peace. God bless you. And I hope these videos are really bringing some awareness to you and enlightening you so you can explore it thoroughly in your own way and, allow you to have a completely different personal relationship with what you used to think was the truth, because that is how you're going to wake yourself up anyway.